Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we've got quite the account in front of us today. This might be one of the most well-invested accounts I've ever seen, because as far as the eye can see, there's a lot of S6 units on it. And you can tell that this account owner has quite a bit of clout, because this is the banner that you get from S6ing Ling Yang. And I'm going to be real here. That is, there's a lot of respect built into that right there. So why don't we go ahead, take a look, see what they've got, how this occurred, and of course, who else is S6 on their account? Because chances are, if you got an S6 standard unit, you might have some S6 limited ones. First things first, we got this team over here kind of like taking up the slots in the overworld. I'm naturally going to imagine there's a high amount of investment here. So let's start by taking a look at the Shorekeeper. She's the, you know, the core, the anchor of a lot of different teams. What she got? S4. All right, we don't really have like her big nuke, but let's be entirely honest here. We kind of got all of her big damage bonuses over here. Not really worth going to S6 unless you want like 100k more damage or rotation. It is what it is. Weapon, though, we have an R5 Stellar Symphony. So, yeah, we're giving that nice 28% attack buff to the entire team, which is pretty damn high if I do say so myself. ER and all those other stats are looking pretty good. So, yeah, you can see this guy's a bit of a heavy investor, like I said. No S6 unit yet, though. Next up, we got our Shakona, though. So, let's see what she's got. Well, I hope the suspense was not something that you were looking forward to, because you won't have to wait very long to see an S6 unit, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the Chakona over here. And so when Chakona's S6, she does do a decent amount of damage and stuff like that. But I will be entirely real with you. Most people would stop at S2. Right, they would stop at S2 given the fact that her team buffing capabilities kind of end over here. She does deal a little bit of extra damage, but of course, right, what this means is that they probably have a lot of other S6 Arrow characters, because this is the support for that team. This is also a sign that I feel like they're going to have some other S6 units. They've got an R5 Woodland Aria, and this thing is going to give that 60% arrow resistance reduction, 48% damage bonus. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it scales that well with dupes, but, you know, you gotta give our characters the best, right? Especially if we play them a lot. Overall, on the investment side, I would say this is a pretty okay Remedy Fleur-de-Lis. I think it definitely could be better with maybe like a higher roll on the attack, but otherwise it's looking pretty solid. This, okay, this bear is really good. You literally can't ask for better substats on a Chakona. Yeah, that's just good. Yeah, that's just good, too. Unfortunately, we are missing a crit rate roll, so we really wish we had that one, because Chakona can be a little bit low, but her weapon does give a lot. Next one over here, we got that nice flat attack, crit damage, crit rate, res live, solid. And then crit rate, crit damage, res live. My build is actually better, but who cares when I have 6 less sequence nodes. Let's check out the No. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is S6, and we'll probably showcase her in some of her best performing teams. We've already done a separate showcase, actually, on an S6, you know, so we'll try to figure out some other cool stuff to do. Pretty solid Mia. Very good Mia, if I do say so myself. Attack percent, Resonance Liberation. We got an attack 3 cost over here with basically a 4 out of 5 roll. I do think attack might actually be better, depending on how some of her sequence nodes work and the scaling of her weapon. You got this over here. Missing crit rate, but the rest of the rolls are godly. We could do better. Get some attack percentage on there, you casual. And, yeah, get some more attack percentage here, bucko. We're falling a little bit behind. Your queen is waiting. Because, of course, she's gonna have an R5 weapon as well. And, you all know what that means. This character is ignoring 80% of the target's defense, because, you take that 12%, you multiply that by 7. Actually, it's 84%. I can't do math. Yeah, that's a lot of defense that's getting ignored, and that's a lot of damage bonuses we're getting over here. So, that's going to be what the IUNO is feeling. What about the sun knee part of the equation? That's the Augusta. So, let's take a look at what Augusta has in store for us. Well, what do you know? What do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Looks like our Augusta is also going to be S6, and we're going to have those nice crit conversions that she has built into her kit. You see all of that? Oh, man. Each stack increases crit rate. Yeah, her build is looking a little bit nuts. Weapon-wise, it's also going to be R5. So this will be the defense ignore duo. They pretty much will be able to, I think, crush almost everything in the game. Now let's see what we got over here on the investment side. Crit damage, honestly, pretty good. Just wish we had a heavy attack. Just wish we had attack percentage. Just wish we had attack percentage here. That's pretty much it. And then that's a solid... I would say the only issue with this build, but it is present on every piece, is, damn, these crit rate rolls suck dick. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. They're fucking bad. 7.5, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, 6.9. This might be the lowest crit rate average I've ever seen on a build before, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much, right? Because Augusta has so much free crit rate in those sequence nodes. So we'll be making sure to see how this dynamic duo performs, especially with that Shorekeeper and that R5 weapon. Now we got our Frolovo. Let's see what Provolone has got under the hood. Yeah, she's looking pretty solid as well. Yeah, that's a lot. It seems like Shorekeeper is the only non-S6 character that we've seen on this account. I actually have not used an S6 Frolova yet, so maybe we'll see what she does in Whimpering Wastes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see what the Echo set is looking like. It's a little mid. Yeah, it's a little mid. I mean, it's 4 out of 5, but then that ER and that low crit damage, ooh, rough. Still solid, though. Attack percentage on the 3 cost, okay. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Pretty solid, but low crit rate. And we're missing a crit. We're just missing crit rate completely in here. But overall, the pieces are looking solid. A lot of ER, though. And then over here, we're going to have ourselves double crit attack and ER again. Oh, we're just an ER Andy over here. And then we got a... I would say the build is okay. The build does have a solid number of 3 out of 5s, but there's not really like a 4 out of 5 that I really even see in here. Which is like, you know, a little bit disappointing. I like when every character has like their one god roll. This is like all pretty good pieces, but nothing that really makes me go like, wow! I want to say, wow! But I haven't gotten to say, wow! Looking at these echoes. What about the weapon? Well, you probably guessed it. You probably guessed it. The weapon is R5 as well. This guy might have single-handedly funded Wuthering Waves up until version 3.0. That's my personal take. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But we'll see how she does in WuWa as well. Next up, we got Lupa. Well, what do you know? She's also S6. And her weapon is also going to be R5. Is this like a money laundering account? I'm just curious. Maybe somebody at Kuro, like, works in the Mafia, and they, like, just spend money on the game to, like... Maybe this is the result of it. Who knows? Anyways, that might have gotten me in trouble. Let's take a look at the build. We got that nice liberation damage, crit rate over here. Oh, man, this attack 3 cost is looking solid, but the crit rate is a little bit dookie. Pretty solid overall. Lupa can use heavy attack damage bonus, and that crit rate is really good. And then ER crit, and then ER crit, and then attack as well. I think she has like 170, only 127. All right, I guess she's looking perfect then. Very nice build. Next up, Cartathea. Damn, she has like so low attack. Damn, this build must be dog shit, right, guys? She only has 1,200 attack. That's fucking awful. Anyways, she's going to be S6. She's going to be S6. As you can imagine, that's going to deal a lot of damage. And she's also going to be R5 weapon. Well, Cartathea is an HP scaler. And the pieces are looking generally... This one's kind of dog shit. I mean, I know it has a high HP percentage, but like, okay, these crit rate rolls really do make me sad. This one is... it's okay. No HP on it, though. This one's pretty good. Yeah, it has that basic. The crit damage rolls are a little bit, on some of the pieces are a little bit bad. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty... it does have 3 min rolls. Yeah, this is a bit of a min roll Martin sort of build. But it is also S6, so I'm pretty sure that's not an issue. Let's keep looking.
Today will be a fine...
We got our Zoni over here. And I'm gonna be real. This Zoni doesn't actually look S6. This looks like my S0 Zoni. So let's see. Anyways, so yeah, looks like this one is going to be S6 as well. So she's basically going to be, yeah, invincible a little bit during her liberation and also, you know, get that additional blaze. So that's pretty cool. And the weapon's going to be R5. Who could have thought? Looks like we got a Nightmare Morning Ikes in the main slot. Maybe we don't play this character because this is what you're supposed to do, bucko. You're supposed to put, the Capitanius in there because he gives the heavy attack damage bonus. Yeah, you actually want the Ikes in the non-active slot because it only gives you 12% spectral damage bonus. Yeah, so the Ikes is looking solid though. Nice 4 out of 5 over there. This is a nice 3 out of 5. Another 3 out of 5 with incredibly high rolls. This is an amazing 3 cost, actually. Some people would sell their third-born child for this one. Not the second or first, though, only the third. But yeah, they would definitely make that exchange if possible. And kind of a low roll over here, but it's still looking good. And kind of a low roll over here, but overall, that's a 5 out of 5 piece. I'm sure that's looking pretty good. All right, so that's gonna be the Zodi. She's R5, everything. One thing we haven't investigated, though, is if the character has a penis, are they R5? Because we got Brant coming up next, and I think this is gonna be the true judge. Cantarella.
The tides have whispered.
Ooh, we don't like her. Ooh, get out of here. Yeah. Oh, get out of here. You ain't worth it. You for the streets. She only got R1. She for the streets. You see that? But she has 6. What the hell? Okay, all right. Well, I mean, it is what it is. So I guess Cantarella will be dealing some big old damagey dues. Yeah, I guess she will be popping off. I would dare say that, unfortunately, I don't feel like she scales that well with sequence nodes. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she performs. She will be. Nah, she is for the streets. Nah, there ain't no way you S6 the character and then left her skill tree looking like this unless you just did not like her. Like I said, Cantarella kind of is one of the shittiest feeling characters in the game to play. She don't feel good. She kind of feel like ass to play. And I feel like this is enough sign on its own. Where the guy S6 the unit, started playing her, and then was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother R5ing the weapon like we did for literally everybody else, and I'm not even gonna bother leveling up her skills past 8. Because she's that low priority. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, right, brother? Let's check out Brant now. And this is gonna be the real test. Do he have the S6? All right, looks like we're an equal opportunity gamer over here, ladies and gentlemen. We are an equal opportunity gamer. The Brant has actually become S6. Now, what do we got over? Oh, and he's R5. Literally. She is for the streets! I need to check out her build, though. Wow, her set is actually... This is pretty solid. Wow, that's actually really good. Another great piece. Kind of low crit rate, but still solid as well. Not bad. I mean, yeah, her build is actually better than some of the characters that you've S6R5'd, just so you know. Let's check out the Paranto now. Okay, that's kind of unethical. That's actually really good. Especially for an S6 build where you get the free crit rate. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Missing ER, but yeah, that's good. Missing basic attack, but yeah, that's good. Missing ER, but yeah, that's good. I mean, it's not really missing that much. We needed like half an ER roll more, and then we're maxed out at 280. So yeah, the Brant build is pretty solid. Yeah, the Brant build is pretty solid. And we're at literally 89% crit rate with his S2 active. So yeah, that's what the Brand is looking like. What else we got going on over here? We're the P... Ew. Anyways, we got the R5 Phoebe weapon over here. And I guess she's also S6, so I don't even know what the fuck this thing does. Yeah, I've never actually seen an S6 Phoebe before. But I guess she gains some damage ability. Yeah, this looks like bad. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. We'll maybe give it a look. All right, Rosia, or I don't think she has a build. I think she just uses a random moonlit set. It's kind of weird to S6 a unit, then put moonlit clouds on them. But, you know, that's why I feel like you want the Phoebe or the Zani S6R5, maybe not the Phoebe. But we'll see if it makes a difference. And now we got Rosia over here. She, of course, is also going to have an R5 weapon. And she is also S6. The second S6 Rosia I've ever seen in the history of the game before is in front of my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how good the build is. That's actually pretty good on her. Wish there was a heavy attack, but a high crit rate is solid. Oh, this piece is a little suspect because of the crit rate. Very low. But this is an S6 Rosia, so she gets built-in crit rate. Maybe not that bad. Solid piece as well. Oh, there's a lot of Mineral Martin pieces over here. That's a lot of Mineral Martin pieces. This is a tie 10.5, though. So, pretty solid pieces overall. You might be saying, oh, Saint, she's not at 70%. She's not going to be able to buff the team with her attack buff. Yeah, she gets 10% right there. So she actually could have been missing like 7% more and she'd still be fine. But yeah, that's the Rosia. And of course, when you get to S6 on her, you can just like bounce forever if that's what you're into. Now, let's see the Carlotta. The Last Dance. R5. And S6 as well. Who's surprised, ladies and gentlemen? I think every character on this account is S6. I'm not even joking. I think the only one that isn't is Shorekeeper. So, let's see how she's built. Well, I don't really have any complaints about this one, guys. Man, that's pretty good. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow, that's the worst piece we've seen so far, but it's also pretty good. And that's also decent. Kind of, yeah, that's probably the first worst. And that one's okay, but unfortunately we're missing a crit rate roll. I don't know, I feel like we could replace this one and then also run like a crit damage forecast. That's my take, if she's going to be S6. You could replace it and run a crit damage one, and then get to like 350% crit or something like that. Could be a solid one. Now we got G-Jaw. R1 Rhyme Drape Sprouts. S6 though. Yeah, I wouldn't really R5 Jeja either. I feel like Jeja is kind of like a... I would say Jeja's a... I think S4 is where I would stop with her because she doesn't really have any additional supporting ability at all. It's like personal damage buffs. And so like these first three nodes like almost don't do anything. Her S4 is really like where her additional buffing comes in handy. So that's my take on G-Jaw. Maybe I could be convinced otherwise. But now we got Jane Lee. And this is going to be the last unit on the account, ladies and gentlemen. There's actually, I do believe this is somebody that started the game after version 2.0. That is also probably why some of the skills aren't maxed out. I think this person started the game after 2.3. And when you look at the characters and when you look at what's going on, yeah, that might be what actually happened. Because there's no Jian, there's no Zhang Liao, there's no Yin Lin, and this is the big one, guys. There's no Jancy. Y'all are talking about no Jian. There's no Jancy. There is?
May I pray for anything?
She leveled 2!
It would be my honor.
You wanna know why? Because the characters show up in release order on the side. I saw Rover, then I saw Chang Li, and I was like, there's no Jancy, so the account doesn't have her. However, because she's only level 2, she is on here, but she'll show up here. Underneath the fucking Yang Yang.
Together. May I pray for anything specific?
Okay, she is S0 though, so at least we're not S6ing level 1 units. I just looked at a lot of different characters. There's a lot of team comps that we can run. But one thing I want to do is not necessarily repeat teams that I've already played. So Mono Fusion, unfortunately, Mono Fusion fans, Lupa fans, Baranto fans, and Chang Li fans, we won't be able to run that. Oh, check the Chang Li build. Yeah, actually, it's a little bit demonic. That's good.
Ingenuity.
Okay, what the fuck? Why are there two of these dildo heads on here? Okay, well, that's a 44111. I mean, that's a good 44111. That's a good piece, but like, where's the 3 cost, brother? I mean, he's got really good, what's it called? He's got some really good 1 cost, but yeah, we gotta get some of those fusion damage things in there. Unless Chang Li S6 is better with 44111. Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Echoes are just cosmetic at S6. Yeah, you're probably right. We got some teams that we got to try out, right, ladies and gentlemen? And, well, holograms are probably going to be the best place to do it. Ready for my next S6R5. Woohoo! We got to see what this one is about to do. Let's see how we do against Mia. Bastard character. Bastard fight.
Leave it to me. Loading. I engraft you new.
With style and grace. Taste my resolve.
All right, let's try to get at least like half of a rotation off on here. And let's make sure that we get all of our blessings of Wand Light, boys. We need all of them, okay? So, oh, wait, she's already dead. She died when I was building up this. I was building that up. Maybe there's a different enemy I can fight against. That felt slightly off. What about Fleur de Lis? Maybe she gonna kind of cook.
Vow from the soul. In war with time.
Now watch closely. Answer my call. Causality?
All right, here we go. It's time. Let's build it up. Boom. 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 Where is she? Wait, what the hell? What are you doing here?
Winners win! My valor never fails!
Ordained. Astral modulation.
I'm gonna pretend I'm playing super sweaty, guy. Oh my god, my APM is insane. Look at this.
Praise me. Foe, be my prey. Future. This is my moment.
Is this what it's like being FOB Master? You just log in, spend $5,000 on every character, and then breathe on the content and clear it? I mean, couldn't I just do this?
It ends now. Well played, pathetic.
Vow from the soul. I engraft you new.
With style and grace. Fight by my side.
Dodged it!
My valor never
Well, yeah, I don't think there are a couple of bosses. There's unfortunately like no electro bosses here. There's not a single one, so Augusta kinda is just taking a fat dookie on all these guys. And I'm gonna be real, if I go to the Tempest Mephis, he will also blow up. Why did that happen?
Leave it to me. Loaded in war with time.
Future. Conquest begins now. In control. Winners win! One sight.
Was he moving?
In control.
Yeah, he is only level 90. I mean, the resistance is still allowing me to do a whole rotation. But, yeah. That's a little bit interesting how this guy can move when Augusta moves during her liberation. Yeah, he was getting like staggered or something. That was weird. I've already tried S6 for Lova on holograms, but one place I haven't tried her out is this game mode. I don't think there's a point in using these teams in TOA. It'll just be like holograms, but faster. But I do think there is a point to use these teams in Whimpering Wastes. I just want to see how... Alright, I guess my goal is to get 14K with this one. Let's see if I can get 14K, boys. I guess the account owner must actually be pretty decent at the game. I don't even know if this character does anything different when S6. I'm just gonna be real with you. Why does she have 2 notes?
Symphony of life. Life or death. No alternative. Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up.
I'll keep you company. Surge of deep tides. Oh, this will be fun. Engulfed.
I forgot to ult?
Seas venom.
Oh, it didn't. I was killing stuff so fast, I didn't even realize.
An intriguing concerto. Symphony of life. Life or death. No alternative. Witness.
There we go.
Blossoms in wind. Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd. The world is our stage.
Take a breath. Light hit. Surge of deep tide. Oh, this will be fun. Sleep in the whispers of sirens.
Oblivion. Thus, cadence, hold. Heed the echoes. Parachute the soul. Never enter.
Hardware check, to be honest. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me, man.
Mamma mia! Avanti! The world is our
I can't see shit.
I'll warm
I think that's the intent.
How riptides claim you. Sink into the endless deep. Oh, this will be fun.
ensemble. We with your cadence, hold. Whales rejoicing. Chant.
Absolutely disgusting.
Songs of old. Aerial flight. Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd. Improv performance.
I'll keep you company. Call from the engulfed by
Oh
seas
my
venom.
goodness, what is even going on, brother? All right, well, clearly the account owner knows something that I don't, because I don't think my score is as good, but yeah, maybe you're just seeing how absolutely fucking disgusting this shit is.
Aerial stance.
Yeah, maybe bro was doing something different that I wasn't using, because, yeah, he got about, like, a fuck ton more. So there's, like, a utility wheel tech. Okay. All right. I guess we can see how Augusta does. We can see how Augusta does in comparison. Here we go. All right, boys.
I engraft you new. Loading.
I'll indulge you. The moon is full. Face me. World at my string. Fate reveals is mine.
I have no majesty!
Invincible! Undying glory!
Do I even need it?
Roars of conquest! In control.
I can't see, bro.
Vow from the soul. Astral modulation.
Now watch closely. On you go. Praise me. Foe, be my prey. Answer my call. Causality, overturn. Fight by my side. Moment of victory. All blood! Receptivon! Yeah! One strike is enough! In control.
Bro! What the fuck is this?
In control. In one strike.
Leave it to me. Stay
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this guy is doing to get his 30k scores. I don't really want to know. All I know is I feel like I'm doing something illegal with what's going on in this team right now.
Winners win. My valor never fails.
Well, that's that. Clearly not nearly as good as what the account owner has, but it is what it is, right? I don't know what he did. Check him PC. I think the account owner might be a little bit of a freak. Those are just some of the teams that I wanted to showcase. They're ones that we naturally haven't seen before. I had a ton of fun playing them, but of course, right, I don't have the privilege of spending that much on the game and supporting Kuro games this much, but we should congratulate those that do, because of course, I do think this guy has funded Wuthering Waves probably up until version 4.0. So yeah, that'll be that for that one, ladies and gents. Awesome account overall. Let me just check in with the owner and see. Yeah, they're actually relatively new. They confirmed it for me. Yeah, they're relatively new to the game, and their only barrier right now is weekly boss mats. That's why some of the characters are a little bit underleveled on the skill side. But yeah, awesome overall account. Great investment on the Echo side. I would rate this as a whale account, right? Like close to like an 8.5, or sorry, a 9.5 to maybe 10. Just from like every single character looks like it has a significant amount of buildup. There's not really a lot of questionable builds on there. They all look pretty great. So yeah, I gotta say, awesome account. Thank you for letting me review it. Thank you for letting me test out your S6 units. And of course, right, if you do have more S6 units in the future, I'll be happy to test them out again. Check his Yang Yang acquisition date.
Oh, you're right.
He started during the anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, May 11th. So this is 4 months ago. He has a better account than you. That's power money, motherfucker. I'll see you all next time. Peace.